All right, I'm back again. This should be episode 10. And right off the bat, you can see I've got a little bit more of this warehouse set up. I went ahead and had a big door built and got some more walls. I did some roofs. I'm thinking this overhang is going to be nice to have. You can actually jump on the roof, which makes it convenient when building. And then we'll probably do flats up here on the peak of it, and then we'll do roof tiles all the way towards the back, and then we'll do an overlap, of course, on the back side as well. And that'll have this shop fully completed, and it'll be our main production warehouse. Right now, just for fun, I parked the loader in here, but we're gonna go ahead and bring this guy out. Oops, I want to make sure I hit enter vehicle, mess with the other stuff. So all right, we're gonna get out of here, and let's come up with the plan for this day. So beautiful weather out, by the way. Great weather to take advantage of in order to do a lot of outside digging, working, production. Probably won't be building a whole lot today. This did work out really well. I don't know if this little half piece is helping a whole lot or not, but it looks good, and it keeps the dirt from piling up right here, which was happening at the other place. And here is so yeah, this is gonna be my new standard dumping setup. It goes into one conveyor, and then it goes to your sorter, goes down to your wash plant over there. So there's your dirt and other junk, and then your goodies is over here. So I brought my full ore, which I've already got all that processing. All that is already processing. So we'll let that keep doing its thing, and we'll go and get some work. We'll eventually get more of this built up. Just a note, doing these angles was a little difficult, but I found a workaround to get the corner edge pieces built the angle you want. Alrighty, I'm trying to think what the plan is. I think it's just gonna be just take care of this coal. Let's just load all this coal. Let's get the coal. Let's keep it simple and get the coal. That's why we built this plant right here. And similar to the iron, we're gonna get all the coal. You zoom out a little bit, close the control panel, and let's dip forward, see how much more we need this. Getting my angle is one thing I need to work on, and that's one of the problems of overloading your bucket. Easy way to fix that is just immediately lower the bucket back down. It's not too bad of an incline, but when you way overload this thing's bucket, it does not have the counterweight for it. It's just a weird, an overloaded bucket, like, I don't know, is that a real thing? I mean, yeah, if you picked up like a giant stone boulder, yeah, but if it was just a full scoop of dirt, I don't know, let's not overload it, otherwise we'll be in danger. That's a punk load, but at least I'm not going to tip this thing over. Alright, we just kind of need to balance out. It's hard to get like less than an overloaded scoop. That's probably about right where we want to keep it. That time it didn't cause a flip. I guess it's still just slightly under max overload, so that's doable. Keep my wheels turned and I can easily back out of there. Alright, so as I get a hang of this, I'm wanting to attempt one more time to do a time lapse. So let's just go ahead and give this another try. I think I've learned all of what to do and what not to do. Okay, so we go to in-cab cam is like the best way to start, I think. This will give kind of a good view. Let's go up a little higher and then back. I think that kind of looks nice. And then we'll hit inventory, or I think the 5 frames and 1,000 max cached is good. It's just basically 1,000 photos. So pro tip, and I've learned this, and I think this is the solution, or basically the how-to. Just hit start recording. Once you're done recording, hit stop recording, and then hit export. I think it won't auto export, and this is just my theory, until it reaches 1,000. So don't assume this is an auto export catch your ass kind of thing. It's just an auto export, I think, at maxed. So what I did learn is that if you start recording and then you exit out the game, you forget to stop recording and you forget to export, it's gone. It's all gone. The other issue is if you start recording and you stop recording, it's gonna have a cached frames, I think. I don't know how any of this works for sure, but it's gonna have a cached amount of frames. Say if you did half that, that's like 2.5 gigabytes of pictures that it's gonna be in the cache. I don't know what cache, where it saves them. But if you pick up the drone, like if you go into the open world and you hit inventory and you return that drone to your inventory, that cache is deleted. And that's the 2 scenarios that's happened to me so far. My player inventory is over. Okay, whatever. But anyway, right now, as is, I didn't tilt that, did I? Yeah, I did slightly. Seeing that bottom left frame right there, that's actually the whole area that'll be under time lapse. We'll kind of angle this. That's probably good right there. And then we'll hit I twice. Then I can move my mouse without moving the drone. And then we're going to hit press to start recording. So it started. It's going. We're going to go ahead and hit I again. Hit E to get out of the drone view. And then we're just going to get to mining and doing all the labor that needs to be done. I'm going to cut my commentary and stuff. I may talk a few things that I'll add. Maybe I'll add it over the time lapse. But we're going to see how entertaining a time lapse will be once I get it done right. If I get it done right. Otherwise, I'll do another weird time lapse like before. But I'm going to try to get some music or audio to go over it instead of like the last episode where I did a time lapse and it was just random sounds of the loader and the scooping noises. So there, we're gonna start digging in. May raise it just a hair and lower. All right, we're gonna get to work. Yep, hopefully this works this time. I'm gonna check out what we found. A little bit of pay dirt in there. I'm gonna separate that down here. Some asphalt and regular dirt. See what we got over here. Coal. Lots of coal. So we're definitely putting a big old dent in the coal. Let's do it from the map. I think that's the best way to do it. Drive. It's 452 cached frames. We're gonna hit stop recording. 453. Stop. And then we're gonna export, and that should export these frames to the location. It says exporting. It's taking quite a minute. You're talking about 2.5 gigabytes of stuff too. We'll see. You know, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be about 2.5 to 3 gigs. All right, export is complete. So we're gonna go ahead and close out of this. I'm gonna hit E. All right, yeah, so it puts me right back in the tractor. I'm gonna go ahead and dump this off, slowly but surely. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this segment of the video right here. I'm gonna look through the files, the time lapse and stuff, and then I'll come back. We'll definitely keep working on this coal deposit, and we'll see what we got finished up in the crafting over here. But I'll be right back. So we just finished up mining this for about 35 minutes or so. I think it was almost 40 minutes. We got a bunch of materials. I think I sorted all this. Yeah, I showed you guys that just a minute ago. We got a lot of iron finished, so let's go ahead and grab all our iron out of here. And this is basically it on the iron, so we won't have any more steel production going on. Let's just go ahead and stop all our production, grab whatever steel we got. If there was anything here, yep, a little bit. Stop this. That way I can do an inventory. So I got 1,000 coal, 2,200 steel, Well, we know we got a lot more coal than that. Either got to go in first person. If that camera sees you're here, it wants to use the smelter. It's like walls, placed walls don't have any collision with the camera. They'll probably add that in a later update. All right, so, and that was steel. That wasn't even iron. So we got 4,600 iron. Let's divide that. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll do some quick math. About 500 a piece. Honestly, I'm not even gonna think about it. It'll get done eventually, and eventually I'll get to the point where I have so much resources, all I can do is 999. But for now, we're gonna put the rest of this coal away since I don't need it. And then, with all this steel, 2,200 steel, grab everything out of these workbenches. CNCs and steel rollers. And we got ceilings, walls, angle walls, we got blocks, we got everything we need, floors. We're definitely gonna be doing these items. Let's kind of finish on the barn or the warehouse production facility before I start crafting more stuff. Got a lot of blocks that I can place, so get it all done. Then go back to mining this coal deposit, working our way down it. And I'm probably not gonna go grab any more iron until I got that pretty much completed. And then I'm thinking and I'm hoping, and I'll probably chart the course for a bigger iron deposit. And then the overhang, we'll chop that tree down to make it make sense. You can do it from up here too. And then ceiling, and it's gonna be a really big building. Now there's like a little bit of a gap there, but I think it's okay. Not that big a deal. It's gonna take a lot of ceilings. 17 left. I can see myself missing and then falling down, and now I can just fall down. So we need like 60 more ceilings, and then what is that? So about 45 more roofs. Probably a little less. We'll do 40 roof. And then we're gonna need some, no, we got enough walls and we got enough edges. Go ahead and work on that. First person's a little bit easier. And then here you might see my solution for what I did earlier. I might make a window over here. So this side's the easy side. And then I don't think you can rotate it. Yeah, so what I did, I pulled out the steel block, got it highlighted. Then I placed it over there, and then you can rotate it using the right click, and you got to do it on each piece. Let's try something actually. Get over here, place these. I don't think it'll, oh yeah, I'm out. I'll ignore that for now. I'm pretty sure you're gonna need the block no matter what, so just be keeping that in mind. And then we'll go ahead and get this done over here. May have to go on the outside now that I got stuff all over the place. Yep. Hold right click down to rotate and then place it. Just beat those down. I don't know if I really need these blocks anymore at all. I was thinking of having them for like support structures, but you can't have angled ones. You could have them go through the roof, but that'd look sketchy outside. So we'll just delete them. Yeah, some kind of like steel beam, like cosmetic structures would be nice, but for now, you know, it's just a reasonably sized warehouse. Do I want windows? Yes, we do, and that's probably good enough on the windows. You got the ones over here. Go ahead and get outside. You can see into the production room. I like it. It's actually a pretty nice little build. It's coming along pretty good. Let's go ahead and look at it from the drone. Grab this thing. And yeah, that'll be a pretty big flat top roof. I could end up making it look like a 2-story barn and have some stuff up here, but I probably won't. Maybe we'll put the tower on top or something. I don't know, that might look goofy. Guess I got a wall I can place right there. And then yeah, it's just more ceilings and more roof pieces, and that'll cover it all up. I think blue or red's a good color. I was thinking about making it blue, but yeah, I think blue is just gonna be too dark. I like the red color. We may try like steels and like light steel blues or something at some point, or like a steel base with like a light steel roof tile. The only thing is painting is just stupid. You gotta buy like hundreds of paint cans just to paint a few tiles. But in other words, let's get back to mining out this coal deposit. I'm gonna try to go for the long haul and get this all done. My ideal stopping point is once like 80 to 90% of this coal deposit's been picked up. And and then after that we'll start making the road towards the iron deposit. But without further ado, I'm gonna enjoy me some out of ore and give you guys a nice little time lapse. So I'll be back after I'm done. Good timing on the autosave. Alright, what's up guys? I just finished up the second time lapse for this episode. Spent a lot more time on this one, and I even tried out this guy, this no tailgate rock truck. It's not wide enough whenever you're facing, you know, in line with the loader. So if I got the back of the truck right to the loader, it's not wide enough to take the whole load. So you got to drop the loads off sideways. So I tried it a couple times. You'll see that in the time lapse. And then when I stopped using the rock truck is when it was dumping over here, and it made a hell of a mess. And it just doesn't line up to this very well. It would probably need to be on a set of these conveyors and just dump onto them, and then they'd have to go into a merger. There's really no way around it, or, you know, duplicate this plant in, you know, just to make it wider, which I really hope the mergers get fixed. Don't know if I'll ever get an update or if it's actually broken or not for the current released version of the game. I'm not playing on any betas or anything. I just downloaded the game as is and played it. But this last time lapse I did make some changes in the factory. As you could probably see, I did finish the roof and the top floor. I might as well just call it the entire roof. And then I did reorganize the entire interior of the factory. And yeah, so I just kind of lined up all the smelters on these back walls. I even made a little back door over here. It's kind of nice. Let me do it in first person, just looks better, and you can see the view. I got the windows. It's a pretty nice bit of scenery out the back door. And then got the workshop kind of started from in there. So it's a nice little back to the workshop, or the whole warehouse I should say. So yeah, you come over here to the production floor. Eventually I want to kind of wall this out a little more and then go this way. Almost, yeah, it needs to come out this way one more and then come over. And then I'll segregate these rooms. You'll have the big open floor right here, which will be smelters, and we'll close off the warehouse production side of things, and we'll get that all in its own spot. Right now I'm producing a bunch more walls and a bunch more cubes, and then I think I've got like 999 of everything being made, except for I did half of these. So yeah, like 450 bolts and nuts were being made. So we'll be able to make a lot more steel product out of the CNC cutter, and that'll be where most of our next bit of profits are coming in, as we're going to be selling most everything else we build now, because I need to make some money. I did sell a stack of coal to buy that rock truck, but right now we're sitting at, I think this was some kind of spillover or something, but yeah, we got about 25,000 coal, and then we'll go down here, look at the dirt. I haven't been picking up a whole lot of pay dirt, but I've been getting a little bit of pay dirt, and that's been, you know, converting to gold ore and diamonds and rubies and silicone. I'm saving the silicone up. I think there's some at the other plant as well. We did make, let's go check that out. I did a couple episodes ago, I did put some rubies and diamonds in these wash plants on the other side where I did the iron mine. So we'll just kind of run over here. The job sites, construction areas are pretty close together, so it's worth going out. Yeah, these are all the way done, and so are these rubies. I may relocate these wash plants, but right now we'll leave them. So yeah, diamonds and rubies, we can sell those right off. Ooh, that's 41k in rubies and 29k in diamonds. I feel like rubies are worth more. Did I just read that right? Ruby is 275, diamond is 265, yeah. And that's the purchase value. It's definitely a lot lower on sales. That brought us back over 200k. Yeah, I used the roller a little bit. What do you want to call this thing? I don't even know. Always got to go into my map or inventory. Yeah, it's a roller. That's fair to call it that. Yep, and I think I'm gonna just call it. I wanted to just keep mining this till I had like 80 to 90% of it mined up, but there's a lot there. I think the strategy is going to be coming down this way. I want to get all of this cleared off, and then we'll kind of clear up this on this left side, and then we'll just start to dive into this. I do need to maybe finish this incline first right here, and then just kind of keep scraping backwards to get all of it. It's going to be a very profitable coal mine right here, and I think that next step is going to be going to that mine over there. Let me just jump in the drone real quick. Oh yeah, I did have it over here. I was taking screenshots probably for the thumbnail. Might use that, actually. That'd be a good thumbnail. And then yeah, we'll probably continue the road from the current iron mine over there over to this iron node here. None of the nodes really look big in comparison to that coal mine right by the warehouse, but they'll do. Because you got 1, 2, 3, 4 iron nodes right there. I'll probably just turn that into kind of a little quarry, starting from that lower elevated part, and we'll just end up getting a lot of dirt, pay dirt, and iron as we eat up all those nodes. And thinking of quarry, it might be more beneficial to start from the higher elevation and work my way down. So maybe I'll start from the further one, and we'll make a road going from that iron mine and processing facility to that top one there, and then we'll just kind of eat away at the ground, you know, maybe zigzag into a quarry type scenario. I'm not really familiar with how quarries are built and the types of quarries, and are they all the same. So I may actually research that a little bit and see if that kind of helps me you know, simulate the real deal kind of thing and do a good job at the same time, because obviously if it's done a certain way in real life, then it's effective, and if this game is in any way supposed to simulate that, then that's the way to go. But enough of me rambling on. I'm gonna end the episode here. I hope you enjoyed the time lapses and the work I got done, and if you did, please give me a like on this video and think about subscribing. Hope y'all enjoy that, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Later.